Ladies and gentlemen, I've truly never experienced a more painful feeling than this ever in my life. The pain of finishing a beloved piece of media. This can vary from a book series, TV show, or even an anime series. Have you ever finished a show and felt empty inside? Like something has just vanished from your life? You've spent hours, maybe even years, following these characters and their struggles, their wins, and suddenly like that, it's all over. You're just left there staring at the credits, wondering, what now? Is it really over? So today, I want to talk about why the end of a beloved series hits so hard. I'm going to be providing my insights, views, and even personal experiences. And with that said, welcome to the pain of a series finale. Let's start at our first point, the emotional investment. Over time, we've become emotionally attached to these characters and their journeys. We celebrate their victories, we mourn their losses, we relate to their struggles. This emotional bond makes it hard to let go. It actually feels like you're saying goodbye to an actual friend. Think about it. Think about a show that you followed for years. The characters' lives have unfolded before your very own eyes. They've been through so many different stages of their own lives. When it all ends, the connection is suddenly cut off, leaving a void not only in your heart, but in your soul. I remember watching the series finale of regular show, and I can even tell you the date till this day. January 16th, 2017 is a day I will never forget. Like seeing Mordecai and Rigby as adults one last time at the park made me cry the whole day. I'm telling you, that's the power of emotional investment. Because I've watched these guys since 2010 while I was still a child. The series finale happened when I was a bit older, a bit more mature. Even the characters, Mordecai and Rigby, went through some character development, showing that they were getting older, getting wiser, doing less dumb adventures. It really cuts deep, man. The end of a series may also influence other aspects of your life. The end of your routine. Watching or reading a series has become part of your daily or weekly routine. Looking forward for the new episode or a new book, sometimes even shaping that around your schedule. When a routine suddenly disappears, it makes you feel sort of disoriented. Imagine watching a show every Sunday night for years, and when the final episode airs on the next Sunday, feels so empty. It feels like we're missing something. That can change, but it's hard to adjust. You may find other ways to console yourself. Another thing that may contribute from the heartbreak of losing a beloved series is the feeling of no more. The hardest part is knowing that the series has ended and knowing that there are no new adventures, no new stories. Even if you rewatch and reread, the excitement of discovering the fresh new material is gone. If the story even ended in a cliffhanger or left with questions unanswered, it may be even more frustrating because it feels unfinished. Some people may dive into fan stories, fan theories, spin-offs, or even create their own stories, aka fan fiction, to keep the world alive in their minds. But nothing like that can quite replace the experience of the new content from the direct creators. Nostalgia and personal growth. I personally believe that a series is not just a story. It is often tied to personal memories. Maybe you started watching a show during a tough moment in your life, and it has become a source of comfort. Or perhaps you bond watching movies with friends and families over it, and then it ends. It is not just a story that is gone, it's a chapter of your own life that is closing. For example, many people grow up watching Harry Potter or Naruto, often feel an emotional way after it finished, because it was responsible of a significant part of their childhood. It's a memory that is closing and shows that time waits for no one, it moves on. As so do we. Some people may come up with many ways of coping with the loss of their favorite series. Some might try rewatching and noticing new details on their beloved series. Rewatching, seeing if they missed anything, small foreshadowing moments, hidden references, it makes you appreciate the journey even more. Some people may flee to fan communities and theories, talking about the show, keeping it alive. Fan discussions, theories, even memes may help the process of feeling lost, finding similar shows, and even moving on. Sometimes the best way to cope is just to move on, find something new, but no matter what you do, the impact of that series will always stay with you. I'm going to go into detail on why I relate to the regular show so much. I mean, like, it had a perfect ending. It was perfectly emotional and very satisfying to watch the end of the regular show. I mean, like, after 8 seasons of slacking off, goofy adventures, and surreal humor, the finale, a regular final battle, wrapped it up so beautifully. Now, I'm going to go into detail why it hit so hard. At the end of the season, we see the final episode, the time skip of the characters and their growth. Seeing Mordecai and Rigby and the whole gang just moving on with their lives was so emotional. After years of goofing off, they finally found their paths, and I think it made a lot of fans relate to. Saying goodbye to the park was also a whole huge contributor, like saying farewell to the park, saying goodbye at the place that felt like home. Watching this place for literal seasons. I mean, like, these guys even went to space with the park. Like, it was really the end of a wonderful era. Another point that I'd like to talk about is Mordecai and Rigby's friendship. Their huge hug after partying was really unexpected but truly realistic. Not all friendships stay the same forever, but in this moment, the fans felt the right feeling at the time. Even the songs, like the song was kind of fire. I'm not really sure who made it, but it also added to the emotional fortitude of the moment. It was very painful to like see the regular show going. It was just so painful. Like, the regular show wasn't just about a blue jay and a raccoon slacking off. It was about growing up. It was about friendships evolving, moving on with life. A lot of fans started watching the regular show as kids or as teenagers, and by the end of the season finale, they were a bit older. The nostalgia and themes of adulthood made it hit extra hard, and that's why I believe regular show had one of the best season finales. It wrapped everything beautifully.